What's up, guys? Justin here from Nice Up Bro Disc Golf. Zach. We're practicing here for the Woodland Park Open coming up this weekend. We're just wanting to come out here and get a practice round, so just follow along with us. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're starting here on hole 1. Nice little par 4. It kind of goes off to the left here.
Yeah, it's in an alternate position.
So my first shot here, I'm throwing kind of a flippy, gummy type of D2. You'll see the flight pattern here in a minute, but it doesn't kind of pan out the way that I want it to. But we're doing Tennessee 2s here, and you'll see me announce that here in just a second.
Yeah, that's not what you want. You want something a little bit more.
I'm in the middle, and I'll have a decent shot up to it. This is my first time playing this course in the basket locations that they're at, so this is why you come practice, though.
Tennessee 2s.
See, yeah, there you go. See, me being goofy and saying Tennessee 2s.
I am throwing my 10-year-old flippy destroyer, and I turn it over.
And when he means flippy, he means flippy. Watch this thing. Just fly over here, right into the woods.
And it never comes out of it.
It doesn't. It's crazy. That disc sat in the bottom of a pond for a little while. So for my next shot, I'm throwing a turn. I've got a Champion Factory second turn, and it kind of does the same thing that Zach's does. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm left-handed, so I throw wrong-handed.
This one's a little bit different for you.
It does play a little bit different, but I'm excited to play it.
And I'm not sure what I threw here. I think I threw a star.
Was that your
star
boss?
Yeah,
Boss,
that's
yeah.
a 10-year-old too.
And it does the same thing that my first one does. It kind of cuts back hard to the right over here, comes back towards the road. I think it stayed in bounds, but he's going to take his first shot. Here's my little upshot just around the tree here.
80 feet?
Maybe. But I just caught that tree right there at the edge. Zach had a difficult time trying to find his shot here.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
There's literally no way out.
And right there, I'm pretty sure he said, I don't think that came out, and it didn't. It didn't at all come out.
No.
So he played smart on his second shot here, or third shot, rather, coming out here, just kind of tossing out into the open. Yeah, see, there he goes. Just tossed it right out there in the open. Nice little just go ahead and give me that. Here he comes strolling out of the woods.
Yeah.
The mystery man himself.
Yeah, Sasquatch coming out.
He had a really good putt on that one. How far away were you? 60 feet?
At least, yeah.
Just a little low. Just a little low.
Story of my life.
Yeah, been there.
And then you're probably inside
I'm definitely inside circle. I'm 15 feet away maybe.
So I think you took
I had a 3 on this hole. I think you had a 5.
Yeah.
So hole 2 goes around the edge of the trees, about 50 foot. Pretty much a right angle shot or a left angle shot.
Yeah, to the left.
I threw my famous Shushy disc here. It's an M3 well beat in. Will Schuster 3 times. I've had it in my bag since 2013. It's everybody that plays with me hates that disc because it's my go-to.
And I believe I threw the wrong disc here. That's why you don't need too many blues in your bag.
Do you know what you threw? You remember?
Yeah, I threw my flippy destroyer and it was
yeah. It wasn't what you wanted to throw.
No.
I think I cut it a little bit early, but it just kind of landed in the middle of the fairway there.
And this is just
he let go of it early. It's just a bad release.
And the grass was really wet.
It was. It was. We started playing this round at like 7:45 in the morning, so it was real early in the morning still. I'm just tossing up here for a 3, trying to lay up for my par putt.
Yeah, and I'm just throwing around the corner.
He smacked that tree, but it's all right. He's got a good little putt here at it. Just a little off. First couple holes of the day, we didn't really practice much. We just kind of came out here and started playing just because we wanted to get the feel for the hole. So I took a 3. Zach got a 4 on this hole. Going into hole 3, it's a pretty long.
And it's uphill.
It's uphill the whole way. It's right off in the back corner, kind of straight for the most part. I'm throwing one of 3 Hades that I have in my bag. This one's a little bit more overstable than the rest of them, but it kind of just flips up nicely and just stays right there in the middle the whole way. I was very pleased with that shot.
And this is a par 4, so.
It is a par 4, yeah. What are you throwing here?
I think I am.
Is this your boss?
This is my Kong.
Kong.
The prototype Kong. and I didn't get it quite turned over enough.
It came out a little wobbly too, so it didn't have the best release, but it worked out. It's not a bad shot from there.
So now I'm throwing my Get Freaky. I'm going to try it. Well, I decided not. I don't know what I decided.
Could make up your mind here.
No. I ended up with a Firebird.
It's probably not a bad decision right there.
No, because
You just didn't get it turned over enough. You threw it too straight at it, I believe. But it worked out. It worked out because it kind of dropped from that tree. We're coming up to my drive, so this is going to be my second shot here. I believe I just grabbed my 400 plastic PA1 and just kind of tossed up here to the basket. Just playing for a 3 here. The name of this course, the way to beat this course is just play for 3s and get the 2s when they come. It's a lot of these holes shouldn't be par 4s, but they are, so you're going to have a lot of birdies that aren't necessarily birdies, but it's a fun little course. So hole 4 here, it's a right hand 90-degree turn. We try to get a little different angle here. I smacked the tree there, landed right there in the middle.
I think I did the same thing.
Zach hits the exact same tree, almost the exact same spot. Had a pretty good release there.
Toss out.
Had a good little line there. Got my finger in the way a little bit, but it's okay. Lays it up. Hey, now watch this shot, guys. This is a fun. It looks perfect from this angle. Great shot. Almost goes in the basket.
Yeah.
I'm playing some gymnastics over here, trying to crawl and get in tight spaces. I believe this is for. Is this for a 4?
I think this is for a 4, but I think this is a par 4.
It was a par 4. I think you got a 4 on the hole too as
Yes.
well. Hole 5. It's straight down the fairway and to the right. It cuts off hard at the end.
What are you throwing
I threw a PA1. My putter PA1. I did exactly like I wanted to do. I let it land in the middle of the fairway just to try to get me a shot.
I'm throwing my Get Freaky right here, and it went a little long. I gotta put a little bit more hyzer on it.
It's okay. It worked out though. You had a couple
had to
funky
run
trees
at
in
it.
your way, but it wasn't a bad decision to throw.
No, it's a little short on my putt.
My Get Freaky is just so understable now and so straight. I can't throw it on holes like this anymore. It's a perfect little hole for a lefty here. That's why I was happy. I am in the way of the camera here. I didn't make it, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, these first few holes, there was not a lot of birdies.
There was not a lot of birdies.
There was not a lot of putts made.
But we get that way here in a minute. We start kicking it on here in a minute.
Yeah, once we get
As
warmed up.
we're walking to the basket here, we'll take a minute to talk about some of the things that we want to do as a channel. We're wanting to grow. We're wanting to kind of get our name out there and become one of the prominent YouTube channels here in Tennessee. So if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to our channel. It'll help us out a lot. We're going to do a lot of giveaways on this channel, so be on the lookout for that.
This hole is self-explanatory.
It's just straight down the middle.
It's straight down the pipe. Now you do have OB, the road,
The
to
road
right.
and the trees on the left hand side of the fairway come in,
And you don't want to be in the trees because
it's terrible. So
thorns and
I'm throwing my Shushi again here. This is my baby. I throw this disc a lot. I didn't get as good of a release as I wanted to. I kind of threw it kind of low, but it worked out in my favor. I'm not super far. Zach's throwing his old trusty Firebird. Is that 2016?
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
And I think it's been in his bag since 2017. He bought it, put it in his bag immediately.
Yeah.
It just kind of got over to the right on him a little bit more than he wanted to. But it worked out. I mean, it's not a bad shot. You're still throwing up for a 3 here for
This
sure.
is one of the holes you wanted to, though.
Absolutely. This is one of the ones, if you take a 2 in this hole, you're going to gain some strokes on the field. I just had a really good putt here, just released it perfectly. Boom, goes in the basket. I mean, when it happened, me and Zach are both like, how did that happen?
Yeah. I think I
Had a really good run. You had a good run. I think you did hit the cage. Zach tapped in for his 3 there. So hole 7. So usually it's in the little group of trees right there in the front. But you can't see it here, so here I am explaining it. It's around the corner and to the left. I'm throwing my Luna here. My Paul Macbeth Tour Series Luna. It's blue. I really like the way that it threw, where it landed at. It was a good shot. I think you're throwing your Get Freaky
I
again,
am
aren't you?
throwing it, and I believe I didn't take it out wide enough.
Yeah.
And so I think
You kind of got caught in these trees right here in the front.
did.
But it worked. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad.
You got to birdie this hole. This is a must birdie.
This is a must birdie. You're gonna lose strokes on the field.
You don't want to be where I am.
Yeah. Note to self: don't be there.
I mean, I had an out.
Yeah. It just wasn't what he wanted to have as an out.
No.
As you can see, my Luna, I mean, I'm 10, 12 feet from the basket, so it kind of worked out. Almost exactly like I had envisioned it. I'd like to be a little bit closer to the basket, but, you know. So moving on to hole 8 now. This is kind of another, kind of a straight hole. You got out of bounds on the left there. I'm sorry, on the right, going into the road, and then you got thick trees over here on the left side. So it's self-explanatory, just straight down the middle. I threw it really low, and not at all where I wanted.
Yeah.
But I'm in bounds. I have a shot at a 2, so.
I think I threw the wrong disc again here. Because I think it turned into a roller.
It did. Well, you slipped on the tee pad too. Remember?
I did slip.
Right there, he tried to pull a Kevin Jones, and it did not work out for him.
But I did roll it all the way past the
It
basket.
did. It went probably 20 feet past. Yeah.
Yeah, in the woods.
You can see right there. That's where his roller landed, which was weird. I mean, I don't know how it happened. Zach, that's uncharacteristic. Zach does not miss those putts. He does not miss those putts. I'm not sure what happened. He just had a off day with his putting today, but it wasn't too bad. I think I tipped the cage there
Yeah.
and bounced off. So we're both gonna walk away from this hole with a 3. It's not a bad hole to get a 3 on, but you really want to take a 2 on this hole. Yeah, you really need all the par 3s on this course. You really want to try to take 2s on, and all the par 4s you want to try to take 3s on.
There is some par 4s that you can.
You can absolutely eagle. So hole 9 here. This is probably one of the hardest holes that we've come to yet. It's not super long. It's just uphill, and it plays uphill.
Yeah.
And so if you hit a tree or anything like that, and it just catches an edge, it's going to roll all the way back down the hill. Anywhere that you see that there's a road is out of bounds on this course. I don't think either one of us went out of bounds the whole time we played.
No, we didn't.
Which is good. You never want to go out of bounds. One unique thing that we learned this week about this course is they're actually going to do they're having 4 temporary holes that nobody's going to have the advantage of playing before the tournament. So you're going to play all 4 of these holes blind, and one of them's actually an island hole. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
It's a pretty long island hole. I think it's like 385.
Yeah, it's 335. I think is what it was. 365, somewhere around there.
But
I don't
you
remember.
can lay up.
You can lay up. Yeah. The sucky part that this tournament is going to have is, unfortunately, Hurricane Delta is coming in, so there's a 100% chance of rain on Saturday. So we're probably going to get a little wet, unfortunately, and just like most disc golfers, nobody likes to play in the rain.
No, but everybody has.
Everybody has to play in the same rain, so it kind of works out. Zach gave it a good little bid there, kind of a half bid. He was kind of laying up, kind of going for it, but we're both going to tap in right here for our 3s. Move on to hole 10.
Hole 10 is, I believe, one of my favorite ones.
It is. It's a beautiful hole. Straight. It's kind of down a
You
little
got
gully
to get
right
past
here.
the trees, but if you can,
If you get past the trees, you're gonna have a really good shot. So it's down the fairway a little bit. The camera's pointed straight at the basket. I kind of set it off a little bit to the side, but I had a really good shot with my D2. Made it between those trees right there, kind of like I wanted to do. Go down the hill a little bit more, and I'll have a nice shot for a 3. Throwing up for a 3 here.
yeah, I think I'm throwing my conch here.
Did you forehand it?
I
Yeah, of course you
did.
did. That's all he throws, forehand.
Well, when you ain't got a powerful backhand, it's
Zach's laying up here for his 2
I
throwing his
had
second
one
shot.
small little alley, and I hit it, and I parked it.
I had a pretty uncharacteristic. I felt like I really wanted to go for it, and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have.
You
at
had
all
a
gone
tight
for it.
alley.
I did.
It was
I
really
did.
tight.
But I wanted it all right there, and I should have just went ahead and laid up.
Yeah. If we were Joe
and
Maz,
I-
this would be a no mess.
Yeah, I dinged off the change there. Zach made his 3. I made my 4. Moving into hole 11 here. This one is straight down and to the left, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's basically straight, but
It goes downhill, so it makes you, in your mind, it feels like you're playing downhill. I've got a destroyer, a factory and of a second X-Out destroyer that's, for whatever reason, super flippy. We had a guy up at the top started yelling at us, telling us how awesome it was to see people throw discs straight like that.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about me.
He wasn't. I don't think he was talking about me either. But so you don't want to be there. There was a lot of thorns there. It kind of hurt. But you got to do what you got to do. I gave it a good bid. I laid up for my 3. Here's Zach for his par putt here.
Yeah, I missed it.
And he just weak side. I mean, he hit the weak side of the strong side, if that makes sense. He just uncharacteristically is missing some of these putts today. Hole 12, a little short, kind of straight shot.
This is a must birdie.
It is a must birdie. It's a fun hole. I really enjoyed playing this
is
hole.
ace run.
It's absolutely ace run.
This is the ace run.
The only part about the ace runs, if you miss it, you've got out of bounds on the back. But
there's plenty of room.
But there's plenty of room. If you do go out of bounds, you're going to come back for your par anyways, and you're going to be right there at the basket. So
what are you throwing here?
I believe I threw my Buzz OS.
That's right.
And I couldn't have thrown it much better than what I threw it. It landed about exactly where I kind of envisioned. I'm probably 10 feet away from the basket, maybe.
I think I'm throwing my Firebird. Yeah, I am.
You put a little bit of ante on it. You really had a run on it.
I really thought it was gonna crash.
It looked good from where we were standing at. Sometimes it's nice to go back and look at these angles on the camera. So I was a little bit farther than 10 feet than I thought.
You almost went a little OB.
I did, and I just left it low. Made my second putt though. There's never any pressure on that second putt. Come back for my 3 here.
Since we've played this course, we've had putting league, and so that's kind of helped us.
That's kind of helped us, yeah. So this is another one almost identical to that one. It's straight and to the right a little bit. Did you try your Firebird here again?
I think so. Yes, I did.
I think you threw your Firebird. I threw my Buzz OS again.
This is a fun hole.
It was. I enjoyed this hole.
It's normally right on that heel.
Right there.
Like 50 feet pushed back.
I would have hit the pin, hit the basket. I would have parked the old location.
Yeah, I think we both would have parked it. Here we are for our birdies.
Zach gives a good run. He just dinks it off the cage. It happens. That's been Zach's mantra today, is hitting the cage though.
I think you made it, right?
No, I think I missed it. I dropped it short.
Yep, you did.
Because it rolled down the hill.
We weren't as far
almost
as
came
we
back
thought
to
we were.
yeah. It came back down the hill a little bit, but
and you can go OB on this hole.
You absolutely can. There's OB on the road on the right.
I don't see it ever happen.
If you do, it's just poor unfortunate luck.
Yeah.
So the next hole here, I think, is one of the longer holes that we've played yet.
It is, and it's straight.
It is fairly straight. So there was 2 ways that I really wanted.
321 feet.
321. It's not super far, but the way that it plays, it feels like it plays really far. It's downhill but uphill at the same time. You have that one tree right in the way of the basket. So there's actually, you can either go around it like you kind of did there, or you can go down in between the trees, which I did try on a second shot. I don't think I tried it on this shot. I parked it with this, which is I think I threw my turn. I threw my turn, yeah.
Yes.
And I couldn't have thrown it any better throwing it that way. But I did try another disc going down the middle of the fairway or going down that edge line of trees, and I think I threw it pretty well. I just kind of caught some limbs and it dropped it a little early.
He didn't sink it.
Zach had a really good up from where he was, dealing with the trees that he was. Yeah, there's my turn right there, so I did throw my turn. Dropped her in for a 2 right there. Zach's going to come up and confidently make his 3.
Barely.
Bounced it off the edge of the cage. Going up to hole 15. This is a nice little, just short 233-foot or 234-foot hole, but it's down the little valley and up, so it plays closer to like 100-foot really.
It's a weird little hole.
It's a weird little hole because there's so much stuff in the way of where the basket is, but at the same time, it's just a fun little hole. This is definitely one of those holes that you want to ace run.
What'd you throw there?
I threw a PA1. I threw my putter. It worked out like I wanted it to. It just went a little farther than it did. Baby Yoda Luna.
I'm throwing Baby Yoda Luna. I mean,
he had a pretty good shot, if I remember.
I think I parked this one pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably about
so you can see the white pole sticking on the ground where the other basket is. So it's actually a different hole playing. I went closer to the basket and it rolled down the hill.
Yeah.
I tried to give it a good bid. I put it right up there next to the pin, so I'm gonna tap in for my 3 here, and I think Zach is throwing for his birdie shot here.
I don't remember if I made it.
I don't remember if he made it or not either.
I feel like I missed it.
Nope, he
No,
synced
I
it.
made it. You know.
I think that's when hole 15 is when he finally turned on his putting game. Hole 16, it's just another self-explanatory kind of straight little shot. It's a little to the left, but from where we're throwing at from the tee box, it's basically straight. You have a little bit of things to worry about that gets in your way, but it's not too bad.
I threw my 4-claw Paul Macbeth buzz.
I'm throwing old Yishushi, Old Faithful here again.
And I think we pretty much are both inside
Yeah,
circle 1.
well, I went a little past it, but I'm still inside circle 1, yeah.
And of course, we played from the short tees today. Justin will be playing,
I'm playing from the long tees in the tournament.
and I'm playing from the short tees.
I did practice from the long tees on a lot of these holes. I just didn't record it. We kind of explain that and go into a little bit more detail about that in our closing. So hole 17, over the hill, back down the hill to the right. Zach just fell apart on this hole. I don't know what happened to him.
I turned my wrist over.
Yeah. I had a really good shot. I'm throwing my gummy D2 again here. Shout out to Columbia they did a free for all or I think it was a free for all a few years ago, and they had the option to buy a tournament stamp disc for like $10. So I was like, heck yeah! So I went on ahead and bought one, and it's become one of my absolute favorite drivers.
It was a good second shot by me.
It was. He threw it right over the hill, coming in nicely for his 3-putt here. I just left it a little low, not too bad. Here I am for my 2. Oh no, I think Zach putted again just to see if he can make it. Here's my birdie putt here, and cash money in the bank. Going on to hole 18, so the last hole of the day. Probably the most difficult hole, I think, as far as just getting there. It's just a long hole. It's longer than 492 playing from the short pin. I don't know. I think it didn't show the thing, the distance, but this hole is every bit of probably 550 or so. We didn't have any wind here. This is kind of perfect conditions just to kind of want to unleash one, and I got it out there. I just didn't throw it like I really wanted to. I threw my flippy Hades.
And it never flipped for
It
you.
never flipped over. It never came back. It stayed understable the whole way. Do you remember what you threw here?
I want to say that I threw.
Did you throw a Hades too?
I threw a Hades too, and mine landed where I wanted in the fairway.
Yeah.
And we'll see on my. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you threw your Hades. This is your more overstable one of the 2 that you have, isn't it? Yeah, it just.
Yeah.
Zach with his forehand landed it right there in the middle. I think it rolled a little bit towards that tree, so he'll be closer to the tree than he was anywhere else.
And you're throwing from right here.
Yeah, this is my throw. I had a pretty good shot. I was happy with it. I threw, what did I throw? I think I threw my PA1,
Yeah.
my putter here. I was happy with it. I landed about where I wanted to land.
And right here, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sink this for an eagle.
Zach said he was going to sink it, and he gets really, really, really close to doing so. Watch this, just beautiful flight pattern, right, almost in the basket.
Almost synced it.
I mean, it's Baby Yoda. I mean,
Puts it up there for his 3. Here's my par putt or my 3 putt. I'm about 100% positive that I missed it. Unless I surprised myself here, but I don't remember making this putt. I think I missed it.
I think you
I think
out.
I either
maybe?
chained out or I hit the basket. I can't remember. Like hit the bucket. Yeah, I just hit the outside rim of the basket. Here's Zach for his 3 here. Boom, chained it out for his 3. Here I am tapping in my 4.
POV.
Yeah. So here's our scorecard coming up here shortly. Watch our outro, guys. Thanks for joining us along here. I shot a negative
Justin shot
10.
down,
Zach shot an 8 down. Here comes our outro, guys.
What's up, guys? Post-round interview. We tried this once, but it apparently wasn't recording. I shot 10 down.
And I shot 8 down.
Zach shot 8 down. So missed a lot of birdies out there. One of the things that I forgot to say before the round was in this tournament we're coming up to play this weekend, Zach is playing the short tees. I'm playing in the long tees. So I did practice the long tees. I just didn't record it because I feel like it'd be better for the video to record from the same tees. So we're gonna definitely put out some more content. I think we ordered a Discraft mystery box, misprint box. It should be here sometime in the next few days, maybe next week or so.
So be looking out
So
for
be
that.
looking out. I think we're gonna do a giveaway out of that, possibly.
Maybe it get freaky.
We don't know. We don't know what's in there. So just stay tuned.
And in the bags. In the bags.
Yeah,
are
we're
coming.
gonna do it in the bag probably hopefully within the next week too. So
Yeah. But on that note, see ya.
peace out.